The story opens with a great war unfolding in the vast ocean. The central figure in this conflict is a pirate captain named Hebo, who finds himself at odds with his treacherous crew. The crew members, driven by their desire to locate an underwater city, were convinced that Hebo held the key to its whereabouts. Deep within this mythical city lies a remarkable substance, a golden liquid capable of granting extraordinary powers, including the formidable armor worn by Hebo. However, determined to prevent his crew from gaining such power, Hebo steadfastly refused to disclose the city's location. Instead, he chose to confront his disloyal crew, prepared to fight to the bitter end. In a desperate act, Hebo conjured a chilling and malevolent mist, unleashing it upon his adversaries. Yet, before he could engage in further combat, tragedy struck. In a heart-wrenching moment, one of his crew members mercilessly shot Hebo right in front of his young son, also named Hebo. The captain, wounded and grievously weakened, plummeted into the unforgiving depths of the ocean. To compound his misfortune, a colossal and monstrous entity lurked in the depths, launching an ambush on Hebo as he descended. The relentless attack caused his prized golden armor to slip from his grasp, sinking to the murky seabed. In a nutshell, after 17 years, we encounter a peaceful and friendly fishing village known as the Tanka tribe. The villagers are on a quest for treasure when they notice a swirling vortex in the ocean. They believe that where there's a whirlwind, there must be valuable treasures hidden beneath. Eagerly, they take turns diving into the depths and collecting the treasures. Among them is a young man named Bian Haisheng, who ventures even deeper and stumbles upon Hebo's golden armor suit by accident. As Haisheng picks up a piece of gold, an extraordinary event occurs. Golden smoke emerges and enters his hands. Astonishingly, Haisheng discovers that he can create a whirlpool when he holds the gold piece. Just then, a colossal monster from earlier in the story appears and encircles Haisheng's body. Meanwhile, on the surface, a pirate ship approaches in the distance and launches an attack on the Tanka tribe's vessel. Tuan Bian Hai Lam, Haisheng's father, becomes deeply concerned for his son, who hasn't resurfaced from the sea yet. Determined, Hai Long decides to dive into the ocean to find his son. Fortunately, he locates Haisheng. However, before they can return to the ship, a gigantic monster suddenly devours Hai Long, leaving the young divers with a difficult choice, to head back to the village or confront the pirates. Haisheng found himself confined in a room where he encountered a woman named Michiko Nagashima. Upon noticing Haisheng's tattoo, which depicted him as a pirate, Michiko suspected him of being part of their crew. However, Haisheng vehemently denied any association with the pirates, explaining that he belonged to the Tanka tribe. Their interaction escalated, leading Michiko to reveal a hidden knife in her hand. To make matters more intriguing, Michiko discovered the gold pieces Haisheng had found, which piqued her curiosity even further. Subsequently, the pirates took Haisheng to a storage room where another captive, a girl named Ensu, was being held. The two were bound together to prevent escape. Ensu proposed a plan to collaborate and break free from the ship's clutches. It turned out that Ensu had been captured because she was searching for a legendary underwater city, a target of great interest for the pirates due to its immense power. This revelation reminded Haisheng of a story his father had told him about the city's center lying beneath a massive ocean whirlpool. Additionally, Haisheng learned that he was not his father's biological child, but had been discovered by him as a young child, already bearing a tattoo on his arm. Ultimately, Haisheng agreed to team up with Ensu, much to her delight as they both hailed from the Tanka tribe. Before setting off, Haisheng secretly entered Michiko's room to take the gold pieces she possessed. In doing so, he stumbled upon a concealed wall and a map displaying the location of Elixir Island. Meanwhile, Ensu managed to navigate past the heavily intoxicated ship crew members. However, her luck ran out, and she found herself surrounded by the pirates' leader. Fortunately, Haisheng arrived just in time and pulled Ensu into the ocean. As they boarded a small boat, an arrow struck Haisheng's back, revealing Michiko as the culprit. Michiko reprimanded her crew and even threw one of them overboard for allowing the hostages to escape. After a few hours, Hai Sheng regained consciousness in the middle of the sea alongside Ensu, who had helped tend to his arrow wound. Hai Sheng revealed the gold pieces to Ensu, who marveled at them and mentioned having seen similar patterns on the island where they'd both hailed from, Lingo Island. Ensu disclosed that Lingo Island harbored a gateway to an underwater city, further intriguing Hai Sheng. With this newfound knowledge, they agreed to embark on a journey to find the fabled underwater city. Before they could reach Lingo Island, they had to navigate through the treacherous Devil's Fog conjured by Captain Hebo. The fog extended for miles, enveloping them in bone-chilling coldness. Fortunately, Ensu had managed to steal 2 bottles of Lightly Potion, known for its ability to warm the body, although they were left with only 1 bottle now. Braving the eerie mist, which drained Hai Sheng's energy to the point of near unconsciousness, Ensu selflessly offered him the last sip of the Lightly Potion. In a turn of events, Hai Sheng awoke to the sound of a heated argument between a man and Ensu. However, he drifted back to sleep, only regaining consciousness several hours later. As he stepped outside, Hai Sheng discovered himself on Lingo Island, a place of serene tranquility. He was welcomed by Lord Wu, a wise individual known for his healing abilities and penchant for offering herbal remedies. Lord Wu and Ensu engaged in a discussion about the gold pieces that Hai Sheng had brought with him. It was during this conversation that Master Wu presented Hai Sheng with an ancient diary belonging to the pirate king, Hebo. To their astonishment, the diary contained patterns identical to the ones on Hai Sheng's gold piece, along with inscriptions indicating that the entrance to the underwater city lay beneath a ship. Eager to uncover the truth, the trio wasted no time and embarked on an exploration of the island. Their journey led them across picturesque beaches, dense forests, and treacherous mountains. Meanwhile, Michiko received a letter delivered by a dove, the contents of which remain unknown. What is clear is that upon reading the letter, Michiko swiftly commanded her crew to set sail for Lingo Island, unleashing flames from their ship. The following day, Tunanwu, Ensu, and Hai Sheng reached the peak of a mountain. It was there that Hai Sheng inadvertently spotted a hill resembling a ship and a cavern below that undoubtedly served as the entrance to the underwater city. Excitedly, they approached the hole and began their descent into the depths. Just as Hai Sheng was nearing the ocean floor, he noticed an underwater crevice and decided to swim through it. To their amazement, they discovered a vast underwater cave. Inside, they found ropes and torches, clear signs that humans had previously ventured into the cave. Ensu cautiously descended the rope, dropping his torch to illuminate the surroundings. After a series of events, they finally reached the bottom of the hole. However, their triumph was short-lived as Master Wu urgently alerted them to an oncoming rush of water. In a reflexive act, Hai Sheng resisted the flow of water, turning it into ice. Eventually, Master Wu stumbled upon a peculiar floor adorned with intricately carved maps of the oceans, a relic believed to have belonged to the pirate king, Hebo. The map also depicted the location of the underwater city. However, this revelation led Ensu to question Hai Sheng's true identity, considering his extraordinary abilities. It was then that Hai Sheng began to recollect his past encounters with a man donning a golden suit. He revealed that he was, in fact, the biological son of Hebo, and this was not his first time entering the cave. Ensu, who harbored a strong disdain for pirates, felt deeply disappointed and deceived by Hai Sheng's revelation. As an earthquake shook the surroundings of the cave, Ensu hastily exited, leaving Master Wu to prevent Hai Sheng from chasing after her. In a heartfelt confession, Master Wu revealed that his true name was Sada. He had been a member of Hebo's crew, just like Hai Sheng, whose real name was Hidong Sheng. Sada implored Hai Sheng to join their group and embark on the quest to discover the underwater city, as only Hai Sheng possessed the ability to open a massive whirlpool. However, Hai Sheng appeared disinterested and decided to leave, heading back to the mainland. Upon his return, Hai Sheng discovered that Michiko and her crew had taken the citizens of Linga hostage. Suddenly, Sada emerged, causing Michiko and her crew to kneel before him. The true identity of Sada was finally revealed. He was the one relentlessly pursuing the underwater city and served as the leader of Michiko's ship. This revelation left Ensu feeling betrayed, not only by Sada, but also by Hai Sheng. Sada, having achieved his goal, chose to depart Lingo Island with his crew, extending an invitation for Hai Sheng to join them. Initially reluctant, Hai Sheng had no choice but to accept, as the people of Lingo had rejected him. The ship set sail, and Hai Sheng's arrival was met with respect from the crew. Sada proceeded to enlighten Hai Sheng about the significance of his gold piece, which turned out to be a fragment of his father's armor, Hebo's armor. Curious, Hai Sheng inquired about his father's demise, to which Sada candidly admitted that he had killed Hebo himself. Sada explained that many crew members had perished during their search for the underwater city. However, upon discovering it, Hebo chose to keep its existence a secret and intended to destroy it, believing it would lead to world peace. As a result of the rebellion among the crew members, Sada ultimately took the life of Hebo with his gun. This tragic incident rendered Hai Sheng an orphan, shunned by his peers due to his pirate tattoo. Overwhelmed by anger, Hai Sheng vented his frustration by breaking an aquarium nearby. However, instead of fueling Hai Sheng's wrath, Sada persuaded him to let go of his past, and most importantly, return to his true origins. Sada emphasized the importance of Hai Sheng embracing his role as a guardian of the underwater city, which could help quell the animosity directed towards him. The story shifts back to Lingo Island, where a funeral is being held for the island's leader, who was attacked by Michiko's crew the day before. Ensu, now a chief, visits the Tanka tribe seeking their assistance. Ensu reveals that Hailong is still alive, and implores the tribe to join forces in capturing Sada's ship and preventing them from reaching the underwater city. However, many tribe members oppose the idea due to its high risk. Hai Long, calming Ensu, assures her that Hai Sheng considers the Tanka tribe his home, and he will go to retrieve him regardless of his safety. Regardless of the circumstances, Hai Sheng will always be his son. Meanwhile, aboard the pirate ship, Hai Sheng has come to accept his true origins. He adorns a pirate suit and utilizes his ability to summon a massive whirlpool for his crew. However, a fishing boat approaches them, which they underestimate and fail to address. To their surprise, the fishing boat carries Hai Sheng's friends from the Tanka tribe, urging him to return home. Stubbornly, Hai Sheng refuses, until they notice numerous other ships approaching from afar. Those ships bring Ensu to Hai Sheng, who tries to persuade him. Despite their efforts, Hai Sheng remains steadfast. Unexpectedly, Hai Long appears, shocking Hai Sheng, as he had believed his adoptive father to be deceased. When Hai Sheng embraces Hai Long, Sada shoots him from behind. The Tanka residents refuse to accept this, leading to a fierce battle between the pirate crew and the Tanka tribe, fought relentlessly in the pouring rain on the sea. Amidst the raging battle, Sada prepared to descend into the underwater city, triggering Hai Sheng's memories of the incident that led to Hebo's demise. He recalled hiding in a barrel as his father drowned and being discovered later by Hai Long. Fueled by these recollections, Hai Sheng returned to the side of the Tanka tribe, ready to confront Sada. In the midst of the chaos, Michiko seized the opportunity to eliminate Ensu. However, Hai Sheng did his best to protect Ensu, leading to a sudden intervention by a sea monster that devoured Michiko. Determined to prevent the power of the underwater city from falling into the wrong hands, Hai Sheng pursued Sada. He dove into the sea, navigating through treacherous eddy currents until he reached the submerged city. Upon arrival, Hai Sheng discovered Sada absorbing strength from the golden pool, unleashing a devastating and frigid power that transformed the ocean and land into icy wastelands, with temperatures plunging to minus 100 degrees Celsius. Undeterred, Hai Sheng pressed forward, attempting to destroy the Pillar of Power. Regrettably, his strength proved insufficient to shatter the colossal pillar. Witnessing this, Sada hurled Hai Sheng away, rendering him unconscious but clutching a golden coin in his hand. Moments later, the coin fragment melted, and the molten gold seeped into Hai Sheng's hand. It was now the moment for Hai Sheng to rise again. Summoning all his might, he delivered a decisive blow to the Pillar of Power, successfully shattering it and causing the molten gold beneath Sada to vanish. Sada, crushed by the pillar's might, met his demise. With the underwater city destroyed, the eerie fog barrier dissipated, allowing the people of Lingog to see the outside world once again. The pirate ship resurfaced, bringing treasures for the Tanka tribe residents. Despite this joyous occasion, their hearts remained heavy as Haisheng was still missing. However, not long after, Haisheng finally reappeared, reuniting with Ensu. The film concludes with Haisheng and Ensu savoring their moments together, sharing affectionate embraces on the boat, filled with a sense of contentment and love. The moral of the story is that even in the wildest of adventures, it's important to always carry a spare Lily potion for unexpected chilly situations.